As your local mattress experts, we wrote the book called Sleep Better. We believe so much in helping you wake up happy. We wrote this book chock full of great sleep tips that you can use to wake up happy, and you don't even need to buy a new mattress. But I want to give you a free copy, and you can get that copy at gardnersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better.
Double deals, savings events happening now.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Bulldog Hour. Sorry for that little bit of a cold opening I just had. The audio version intro song was not working, so we moved on, and here we are. So welcome back, everyone. It's great to be here. A couple weeks ago, I was joined by Wilson defensive coordinator Ernie Wolber. Had a great time talking about Wilson football with him. Tonight, though, we have recorded sessions for you. We're starting our interview series. So this is episode 3 of our 11th season. We continue to celebrate our 10th anniversary, and we appreciate everyone that is tuning in with us live now. I did get to sit down with 10 of our senior student athletes getting ready to start their final scholastic football season for your Wilson Bulldogs. And there are 2 different sessions. I talked with 5 young men each time. And I know there's still a handful of seniors that were unable to make it for the recording session. So we will try to catch up with them over the next few weeks and into the regular season. Before we dive into those senior player interviews, I do just want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors for the Bulldog Hour here in season 11, starting with May's Sandwich Shop, my dad, Bill. Been here with us since the beginning now, entering the 11th season of the program. Appreciate the support from May's Sandwich Shop. And this year also, Gardner's Mattress and More. You heard the advertisement there to start the program. Appreciate Jeff and Gardner's Mattress and More for their support this year. Check them out in Lancaster. And then new since last time, S&S Mechanical, Steve Simons. Appreciate them joining us for the program this year. Looking forward to a fantastic season in 2025. And Eric Weiser, the realtor, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Check out Eric Weiser at ericweiserhomes.com. You can see his information up there to contact his office or his cell phone. I appreciate Eric's sponsorship of the program here in 2025. Besides the 4 of those businesses and individuals, we also want to thank our now 2 anonymous donors, 2 of our longtime anonymous donors getting back with us here for our 10th anniversary. And we appreciate everyone that supports the show, whether it's with advertising or sponsorships, or it's just being a fan, tuning in and watching live or after the fact. Make sure you, follow Justin, who couldn't be with me here this evening, but what he likes to say, like and share. Join our Facebook pages, follow us on Twitter, X, Instagram, visit the website, bulldoghour.com. Anything you can do to help spread the word and show your support is appreciated as we really move forward at a rapid pace for the 2025 season. It's coming up really soon. Less than a week now, just 6 days until the scrimmage, which is at home. It will be at Gursky Stadium. I know some had questioned whether that scrimmage, that exhibition, was at home on the Wilson campus, and it is. It will take place at John Gursky Stadium this coming Saturday, August 16th, 10 a.m. Unsure yet if it will be junior varsity or the varsity scrimmage first. Both will happen, and that is under a week away, as the team has wrapped up heat acclimatization practices and begins in earnest tomorrow morning, bright and early, with the 3-a-day team training camp as we move full speed ahead on the 2025 season, getting ready to debut. Very, very close now. Now, this slide's a little bit misleading. The next live show in terms of Justin and I sitting in here the whole time together in the studio technically next Sunday, August 17th, the day after the scrimmage, we will have a scrimmage recap, and we will be joined by a guest, one of our favorite guests every year. Paul Roberts from SV Sports will join us to preview the entire 2025 Wilson Bulldogs football season. We'll recap the scrimmage, of which he will also be attending, and then we'll go through game by game, all 10 contests, and look at the Wilson opponents, what they've got back from last year, what we could expect from maybe some new coaching staffs, and all that great stuff. It should be a fantastic show next Sunday, August 17th, 6:30 in the evening. However, it's not technically our next show, as I will do another one of these tonight where I do a quick intro and then play recorded interviews. On Tuesday, August 12th, will be the interviews with the assistant coaching staffs. We have an offensive coach interview session and a defensive coach interview session, and I will play both of those for you on Tuesday, August 12th. I believe it'll be a little bit later in the evening. I got to get home from my own football practice at Southern Middle School and then get to play the coaching interviews probably about 8 o'clock that evening on Tuesday, so you'll be able to see that. And then Thursday, which would be the 14th, Thursday, August 14th, probably same time, about 8 o'clock, I will play my interview with head coach Doug Doms, who obviously is, I'm sure everyone has heard by now, is entering his 50th season coaching with the Wilson Bulldogs football program. I think that does it for me here in the little intro. I will play our senior group number 1 right now, and then in about a half an hour when that wraps up, I'll be back to play senior group interview session number 2. So here we go. All right, welcome to the first player interview session of the 2025 season. I'm Joe Mays. Not with me this time is Mr. Raffoff, but he'll be joining me for future interviews. Up first, our first group of senior players. Guys, thanks for joining me. Let's get some introductions. Give me your name, jersey number, and what positions you'll be playing this year.
So I'm Jesse Etchberger. I'm number 56, and I play O-line and D-line.
I'm Mason Young. I'm number 9. I play quarterback.
I'm Avery Monero. I'm number 73. I'm O-line, D-line.
Correll Akings, number 23, running back and corner.
My name's Chase Herb, and I'm number 10, and I play safety.
All right. Any offensive time this year, Chase?
We've been working on it, but maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit?
Here and there.
Are you interested in playing some wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Want to get some touchdowns.
Get some touchdowns, right? All right, so, well, guys, in general, just how have spring and summer workouts been? How was team camp at East Stroudsburg? Just let the community know how you guys have been working so far this offseason.
So for me, it's been real fun working. Obviously, I've been moving a little bit of guard this year, so it's been new, but at team camp, it was pretty good.
I think we're pushing each other all in the weight room, conditioning. We're working really hard. I think camp was really good. A lot of team bonding. I think we progressed a lot through camp. I think offensively and defensively we look good.
Yeah, I think our conditioning is a lot better last year from the way the season ended with Tau Harrisburg. I think our intensity and everything that we've been doing in the offseason has just been a notch up because we don't want our season to end that same way.
No, I feel like if we just keep pushing forward, being positive with each other, it'll take us a long way. Got to be friendly with your teammates and just having trust in one another to make the play.
Camp was, I think, it was better last year because of the seniors, but this year it actually it brought our team together and showed us what we really have, because we competed against a lot of good teams up there, some Jersey football, and they were pretty good. And I just think overall at camp we did a great job on offense and defensively for going against different schools, I guess, that we never seen before.
So you guys mentioned it a little bit, camp and over the summer. How is the chemistry? How is your guys' senior leadership? You think you're coming together as a unit? It seemed to work out well last year. A lot of people weren't sure how 2024 was going to go, but things worked out really, really well. Do you guys think you're on the same level this year with your camaraderie and togetherness as teammates?
Yeah, there's a couple of people setting up, like Avery and them. joining everybody together and helping the younger kids too.
Yeah, I think it's really different from 2024 and us being juniors. Now we really have to step up and be a leader. It's a different role to fill.
Yeah, I mean, I think early in the year or so in the weight room, it was difficult because I think all of us, like, we didn't know who was going to step up and take, like, that leadership role. But, like, recently over the past, like, month, I think all of us seniors have, like, stepped up and we're all, like, helping each other out. And, like, we don't bully anybody. We're just, like, we're picking everybody up. So I think our chemistry's getting a lot better.
And I feel like having multiple options in different positions as well, like making sure, like, on the field, if someone goes down, we can trust the person to come up right away.
All right, so just to kind of put a wrap on last season before we move on to this, your senior year, what was one of the biggest thing for you, whether personally or as a team, a takeaway from last season? Something that you grabbed from 2024 that you'd either like to see improved in 2025 or carry over into 2025?
I don't know. I can't think of anything right now.
It's all right.
I think 2 years sitting behind two really good quarterbacks. 2 years ago with Tommy Hunsinger, he was really good. He knew the playbook, front and back. Maddox was really good with his feet, knew when to take off, knew when to throw the ball. And Maddox was really tough. They both were really good leaders, and I can use that moving on.
I think with, like, building off what he said with there, obviously 2 years ago with the offensive line with Logan, Dendy, all of them, like, seeing, and then with Derek last year, having, like, great offensive players in front of us, I think it has, like, our whole thing is just having our quarterbacks trust the pocket. And last year, I mean, Maddox, obviously he was great in his feet, but when he would make those long throws, it was nice because he would trust our pocket because of all the offensive team reps that we would get in practice. So I think if we can keep building on that, working on our pass pro, because we have some good receivers this year. Obviously, Michael Glover, Correll can go out for passes. So I think if our pass pro stays good, I think our team will be great.
I definitely feel like having new lines every year, it's definitely like a struggle at first, but over time, the linemen will get to it and the defense will get to it. Just got to keep putting the work in and just come together.
Something personal from last year that I loved that I did was Manheim Township when I had 12 tackles. Really, like, upped my spirit, and I kept playing, and then we kept winning until we got to Harrisburg.
Yeah, that was an incredible game plan and execution by you, Chase, against Township last season, and one of the highlights of the year to finish out on top, undefeated through the league champs. I know last year's group of seniors, at least the ones that weren't here as freshmen, got to celebrate their first league championship. I know they had talked a lot together that they were the only group that hadn't won a title. Every 3-year group that had gone through had won some form of championship, and they hadn't done that yet, and they got the job done. So, yeah, kudos to 2024. It was a great season. But now looking at 2025, you're the seniors now. You talk about leadership, stepping up, being vocal leaders, leading by example. Wilson's always had a strong tradition of one-year starters, guys that have put in the work for a few years but maybe didn't get as much playing time on Friday nights as they would like. But then senior year comes and all of a sudden they explode and they're household names around the community. I want you guys to talk to me about some of your players. Maybe they're sitting next to you now, or maybe they're waiting for the next group of interviews. But who do you think could stand out this year that maybe was undervalued a year ago, or just hasn't had their time to shine yet?
For me, I would say our center, Aydin. He's always played below there in the second group behind, helping AG and all them. But this year he's finally getting into play and he's been looking good.
All right.
I would say Aydin too. He just has a bigger role to step into. He's been talented these past few years, and he finally has the time to prove it.
For me, I'm going to say Chase Frabel. He definitely has his struggles with knowing the play, but I think he's the strongest kid on the team. He's fast, he's explosive, and once he gets the mental, I think he can be one of the most explosive and best players on our team.
I definitely feel like we have a lot of people that could be a blow-up player, but I feel like Barima, he's been working very hard over the summer, and he's just showing that he's capable to play with us, and he could be very impactful in the games.
And I'm going to say Damien Guerrero. He played a little bit last year. He's filling a bigger role on offense, and he's going to be on the defense again this year, which is going to help us out in case people need breaks and stuff like that at corner.
Oh, I'm also going to say, I forgot, Malachi Toles. I think he'll be in the next group, but I've been training with him all off season. He gained some weight, but he got faster, stronger. So I think he'll be one of the best D linemen in the LL this year.
All right, good to hear. All right, let's go shift a little bit more individually this time. Do any of you have aspirations to play college football or another sport in college? And if so, how's recruiting going? How are visits to schools? Just kind of update us on your future after this season.
I'm still thinking of what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do football, but I'm making myself available for everybody right now.
I do want to play college football. Over the summer, I've been going to camps, talking to some colleges, and just keeping my options open.
Mason, you have an offer from, was it Lev Val?
Yeah.
Who's it? Yeah, okay. What have you visited other schools so far?
Yes, I went to Clarion, Albright, Kutztown, and I'll be going to see some games this season.
Excellent.
Yep.
For me, I'm still keeping my options open. I don't know if I'm going to play college football yet, but I want to do as good as I can this year and then obviously keep everything open in case I do.
Definitely keeping the doors open for both football and basketball. Been going to a lot of camps, getting as much exposure as I possibly can so I can get ready for the next level. And just going with Wilson, it's just been already getting me ready for like the next level with like the conditioning and just all the hard work that really goes into going to play in the next level. You gotta love the game when you play.
Do you think there's an opportunity out there for you to play both football and basketball in college?
Definitely.
I know that's tough to do.
Yeah. Gotta worry about school too. Gotta make sure I gotta keep my grades up so I'm eligible to play as well. But definitely playing both sports is definitely an idea for me, but just gotta let the time come to me and just keep working hard.
I mean, I'm keeping my options open. I don't know if I want to play football yet because, like, my knees are really bad. But, like, other than that, I would love to play it. I don't want to take anything away because I love the game. But I'm just going to keep my options open.
All right. Well, besides pursuing possibly collegiate athletics in the future, are you all focused on a career path? Do you know what you'd like to study should you get to college or university? Just for the people to know, they usually are interested in whatever you're doing after football here at Wilson. Do you have a degree field picked out?
I'm not totally sure what yet, but I was thinking of some kind of trade school to pursue.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I do know I want to do something with coaching. Not sure yet.
Right.
For me, I want to major either in finance or accounting. Maybe business, but I know a lot of stuff can get taken over by AI. So I'm probably either finance or accounting.
Probably computer science or kinesiology. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's hard to say, but I'll get better at it. But yeah, just trying to see if I can find an area where I could play a sport and get my major there.
All right.
I don't really know what I want to do yet. I'm still thinking about what I want to do, but hopefully it comes to me soon.
Jesse, for the trade school, what do you think of as a focus-wise at the trade school? Do you have something in mind?
I was thinking like a plumbing or like an electrician.
Plumbing, electrician, yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure if that's the same path you were going down. All right. So still focusing on you individually so far since last season ended, what aspect of your game do you think you've most improved from 2024 to 2025?
I guess I feel like my run blocking got a little bit better, like being able to hit the bigger guys down and dropping them down the yards.
I think becoming a leader on the field and off the field, and definitely knowing the playbook like the back of my hand, knowing what everybody has on the field, knowing where everybody has to line up, and just becoming more of a leader.
I think for me, so with losing a little bit of weight, I put on some muscle. I've gotten stronger. I've gotten faster. My pass protection's gotten better. My footwork's a little bit better. I think like overall my entire game has gotten better now that like I can move faster. And I think Jesse forgot to say, Jesse and I lifted the entire offseason. Jesse put on 45 pounds on his bench. So, I mean, me and Jesse both have put on some muscle and we're excited.
Probably being more patient with the blocks, letting them develop. Even though I was pretty good with my vision, but I feel like I've gotten way better waiting for my teammates to get to the block so then I can read off them.
I would say staying over top of the receivers and being patient and waiting for them to break their route to just cover them better.
All right. So Jesse and Avery, so we have two returning offensive linemen this year in the two of you. Jesse, you mentioned you might be shifting inside from tackle to guard. And Avery, you're still outside left tackle, right? Yep. correct?
Yep.
Who are the other 3 joining you this year? I'm guessing Aydin's one of them. You mentioned him, probably starting at center. Who are the other 2 offensive linemen joining you besides Aydin?
Preston will be playing left guard with Avery, and then David will be playing right tackle with me, but right now he's a little injured, so we don't know if he'll be in for the first game.
So that's Preston Simons?
Yes.
And David Wise?
Yeah.
Okay, so with David banged up a little bit, who else has been seeing some time?
They would probably move me to tackle, and Chase Frable would go.
Chase Frable, okay. All right.
Another one is Caden Nemitz. He's been putting in work as well.
Caden Nemitz.
He's strong. I mean, I think he's just as strong and fast as all of us, and he's capable to play. He knows the playbook. I think he knows every single play. He's a great mental player. So I think he's been getting reps. So Caden, Jazie gets some reps on offense too. When he's more of a defensive player, but when he plays, I think he's a great puller because it's a little shorter, so it's easy to hit right in the chest.
Excellent. Yeah, the last couple seasons we've seen some offensive line shakeups throughout, moving some fullback tight end type guys into guard. I know Cam Cook last year was able to fill in and rotate. So Caden Nemitz may very well have that opportunity to fill in at some point this year and finish the senior season strong. All right. How about last thing? Look at the individual. We all know we're going to get to the team goals, but first, do you have anything personally, individually, that a benchmark statistically that you'd like to accomplish you yourself? We've had people talk about, overall blocking grade, pancakes, tackles, receptions, touch. Is there something that you'd really like to individually accomplish this season?
So our offensive line coach, after every game, gives us an overall grade, and I'm gonna try to stay up a 85% around up there.
He's strict with the grades.
He's strict with the grade. Coach, LCD is a tough grader, huh?
Yeah.
Overall, I think I just want to win the game. I think what I used to do, I used to look at the line during my reads, which isn't helpful at all. So just keeping my eyes downfield and just helping the team win the game.
For me last year, statistics, I had 1 sack allowed. It was last game of the year, Messiah Mickens. So I think my whole goal for this year is to have 0 sacks allowed on the season on pass pro attempt. I've been working a lot in the off season, trying to go to camps, just getting my footwork right, and I think I can accomplish it.
If you're going to give up just 1 sack, Mickens is probably one that might get you there at the end.
Yeah.
I know you want 0 and everyone wants 0, but he's one heck of a player, which...
We're all in high school, though. I don't know.
Maybe you guys will get to see them again this year. We'll see.
Yeah.
Definitely break 1,000 yards again. I feel like that's a goal for me to set. Make sure I just keep pushing through the yards when I'm running, and just break tackles as much, and just help the team win the games, close games, any type of game.
I'd say my goal this year is to get 100 tackles. I'm at 52. So I need 48 more, and that's what I'm trying to get because my dad has 93, and he always tells me that I'm not going to get 100.
Guaranteed acceptance to the Century Club once you hit that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and anything to hold over your dad's head.
Yeah, of course.
So, the 100 would be great, but getting to 94, you can always say, "Hey, that's one more than you, Dad." All right, you talked about this a little bit, but who are the leaders of this team right now? Who are the guys that you turn to? And if it's you, hey, tell me. But, who are the ones? There's usually 3 to 5 guys that really take the team under their wing. Not always seniors. There have been teams that I've been around that sometimes it's been a junior. But who are the ones that you turn to for energy and leadership if, something comes up and you got to rectify it?
I feel like Avery, Ethan, and Jazie are good ones because Ethan and Jazie always bring the energy, and then Avery brings everyone together.
I would say Avery. He's the one who always breaks it down. Jazie, he's loud. No, in a good way. He's loud. He's loud. He talks to the freshmen, sophomores. He tries to get them ready for their senior year. Another one I would say Mike. Although he's not a loud leader, he's not a rah-rah type of guy. He's more of a example. He's always doing the right thing.
Mike Glover?
Mike Glover.
Okay.
Yeah. He's always doing the right thing. He's just, if you're behind him, that's a good person to look up to.
Yeah. So this year, I think all of us. I think all the seniors stepped up because I don't think we have like a specific like let's say leader. But in the year earlier in the year during morning weightlifting, I think all of us like kind of struggled because we didn't know what we wanted to do, and it was just like everybody was just rummaging around. We didn't know what to do. But I think like myself, Chase, Jesse, Ethan, I think us four, and then like Mel a little bit. I think like all of us have like stepped up to like take leadership over the team so that we can have a good strong season.
I might not be like the most vocal person, but I might just be a leader because I've been here so long. I mean, like be like a role model to the other players, but definitely Avery, Chase, Ethan, Mel, Jazie, Mason, everyone, Jesse too. It's just like all of us as seniors, you just already are known to be the leader of the team and show them the right way.
Avery, I know you don't want to toot your own horn, but I say you're probably the best leader we have on the team.
Hey, good. I mean, pretty much everyone has mentioned you, Avery. So obviously, I think everyone respects what you've done in the off season, getting into the year. But it's great to hear that you're coming together as an entire senior unit. That's what you need. The best teams have great leadership. So if you all can take responsibility when it's necessary and lead by example, it's only good things will come out of that. So what is your individually most anticipated game this year? You know, it's the same schedule as last year. We're just flip-flopping home and away. You got 6 games at Gursky, which is awesome. But is there one game that stands out on the schedule that you're most excited to play in?
Yeah.
That was a quick response.
I was gonna say Harrisburg, right? But
that's
Nazareth,
not guaranteed. So
I'm saying Nazareth. We lost by 2 points last year, and we got to get the get back this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough game. It was an exciting game. It was interesting to watch. Offensive fireworks in the first half, and things really settled down. But it was one heck of a game on the road last year, so they get to come to you. Obviously, coming in with a hyped-up quarterback you saw a lot last year. Going to Auburn. Going to be a shootout here at Gursky. Going to be a great game. So Nazareth, do you all looking forward to Nazareth week 3?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
definitely a game I wish I could get back. Even though the fumble might fall on me, it was a team effort, but it's just something that I think about and like motivates me just to make sure that I don't fumble. And like it was like I feel like one of my only fumbles that I could remember, but it's one that's been with me since the day it happened. So just gotta move on from it and just see the game like it just happened.
And I think building off of that, like Correll, a lot of the blame does fall on Correll. But if you watch the playback, there was a lot of mistakes throughout the entire offensive line and everything. So, like, you can't blame Correll for one fumble. Where the game we had, 35 points. So Correll had 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns.
Maybe
Right.
He had Correll. So the game can't fall upon one person. But for me, I think this year, they're saying Nazareth. I'm going to say Mifflin. I mean, my entire life I've been playing football. Senior year, I hate Mifflin so much. So I'm excited. We play them at home this year. So
Yeah.
I just want to. I want to beat them by 50 points. I want to beat them by 100 points. Yeah, I want that trophy to stay here.
I'll definitely say Nazareth, but also Mifflin.
Yeah.
I would say Nazareth because, I mean, obviously I didn't play, but it's one of those games where you wish you could be in and help the team win. It's hard to watch from the sideline, and it's hard to watch those guys struggle and especially fumble at the 1 yard line and him come off of the field with his head down. And it's definitely a game that I want back for this team and Mifflin too, just because of the year sitting behind and seeing the seniors lift the trophy up is cool. So I think that's always a cool game to win.
Yeah.
For me, it would be Nazareth too, just because like it was such a fun game, like being back to back like that. But just to end like that, I didn't want the game to end like that. It was just not fun.
Okay, yeah. So lots of Nazareth, Mifflin. So you guys, your first season was fall 20. So you haven't lost to Mifflin. You beat them 23-24, correct? Yeah. Because a few years ago, actually, I was interviewing seniors who hadn't beaten Mifflin. So it's nice to be on the other side of that, to maybe continue that trend. So you can go out and say all 3 years, or Correll, all 4 years for you, you didn't lose to Mifflin. I didn't lose in my 3 years to Mifflin. It feels pretty good to talk about that when it comes up in conversation. So Nazareth, Mifflin for sure. If you get to meet Harrisburg again, I know you'd like another shot at them. They're going to be loaded again this year. They're clearly going to be the district favorite from everyone out there picking. But speaking of expectations entering the season with Harrisburg's hyped up, but people now are once again gunning for you because you're the top dog. You won the LL. Beat Township, who everyone thought was going to win the league last year, but now you have to defend your title. How does it feel this year going in as the favorite or the expected winner versus last year when you were supposedly chasing a team that was better than you?
It feels good going in like as the favorite, but personally, I like not being like chosen as the favorite because like it gives me something to drive for, like to know like they're wrong about it.
I would say although we are labeled as the team to beat, I think 2024 was 2024. I think we're a new team. It's not good to chase the past. It's a brand new team and we have new goals.
I think so. I had a lot of conversation with Derek about this. Derek Reininger from last year. So I think a lot of reasons why we did so well last year, going 9-1, then going to the district finals. I think it was just being an underdog. So I don't know how it's going to be with this year, us being projected to win it all. But I just don't want us to get too arrogant. I don't want us to get cocky. I don't want us to get what is the word? Complacent. There it is.
There you go.
I don't want to get complacent and just think that like we automatically have the LL just because we won it last year. And I want to see the same fight that we had every single game last year. Yep.
It definitely feels good, but at the same time, you gotta stay humble and just move forward. Last year was last year. We're a new team, new leaders, new players, just everything new pretty much. But we still are capable of winning.
We have one goal every week to go 1-0. That's it.
Yeah.
We're 0-0 right now.
All right, so we're focused on Cheltenham, right?
Yeah,
That
Sure.
is the team.
That's going to be a good game.
They have some starters back.
They have a lot of seniors back this year.
Yeah. Things got messed up at the beginning of last year, having to go on to Cheltenham on a Saturday. It wasn't even played at Cheltenham, a little bit different. But now they're coming to Gursky this year to kick off the season, which is just over 3 weeks away, which is kind of crazy to think about. But all right. So we touched on this a little when I talked about one-year starters or senior starters, but who are some other players that Bulldog fans should be excited about seeing on offense, defense this year? Who's someone else that maybe hasn't been mentioned yet that you think will make a name for themselves? And this can be an underclassman too. This isn't just senior related.
For me, I would say like Farrell on defense. He will be playing outside linebacker, I'm pretty sure, but when he's out there, you can he hits hard and he knows what he's doing.
I would say Damian Greer. He's fast. I know he's really good at track. Obviously Ethan Harding. I don't think he gets enough praise as he should. He's been really good for us. He's a big hitter. He knows what he's doing on offense or on defense. Mike, obviously, and Barima. Barima's been putting in a lot of work with Mike, and he does athletes. Yeah, he's a hard worker, so I think those guys are good.
For me, I have two. I think so. Number one, I think Eli Dean last year. So last year he didn't. I think he's a great route runner. He has great hands. I've been in the gym with him every single day. We've been training. I think he's great. 7-on-7. I think last week he had 2 weeks. I think he had like 2 touchdowns. I think he's a great player, and maybe he didn't get as many targets as he should have last year. But I think he's using that as motivation this year to build off of. And then also Aydin Kramer. He's been struck with injuries, obviously with his knee, his shoulder, but I think he has some of the best football IQ I've seen on a team, and I'm really excited to see him play some outside backer this year.
Definitely Eli. He works very hard. He's just one of those players that just didn't get what he deserves, really. But he's definitely coming for is what he needs to get and what he wants to achieve for himself. He's very strong-minded, and he's been through a lot mentally. Also, I would say EJ. Even though he does get talked about a lot, but he's just a very hard worker, just knows how to run down players and everything, shed blocks. He's just a great linebacker.
He's 220, he runs a 4.6. He's fast.
I'm going to say my partner in crime on defense, Monty Greer. He's just a great overall athlete. He knows the game very well, and he knows how to come out on top at the end.
I do want to say Eli and Jaden. I know Jaden.
Oh, yeah, Jaden.
Jaden, he obviously gets talked about a lot. But, he'll really get to use his speed this year. He's a track guy.
Broke the record in 200.
Yeah, so he'll definitely be a big part.
I got one more. Mel Gaston. He's a great player on defense. He capitalizes, and he gives us good plays on defense every time. And he's actually, I'd say he's probably one of the best defensive linemen we have.
All right, I'll get to talk to a few of those guys in just a few minutes here. But wrapping things up, just a couple more questions. So far, after 2 years on the high school team, but you can also go back to middle school and Van Reed Lincoln Park days. What's your favorite Wilson football memory? What do you think back on as standing out?
I could start this if you want. I think a couple of you guys might think this too. I think last year, specifically Mannheim, when we won the LL, I think that was probably my favorite moment in football ever, because we went into that game underdogs, and I think we had a sense of we need to win this game, or else nothing else that we did this season matters. And when we won, there's no better feeling than that. I think winning that LL and all the it was amazing. I liked it.
I would say for high school, it was definitely Township. I think we came into that game as underdogs into their stadium, and I think we played really good. I think that might have been the best game we played that year. Correll started off the game with a great run. So did Maddox. Maddox played really tough that game.
Brady's catch.
Yeah. I would say for Lincoln Park, I would say when we played Van Reed, we were at our 2-yard line. It was a jet sweep to Correll, and he ran it 98 yards, and it got called back for holding. And then the very next play, we did a bootleg, and I faked it to him the same exact play, and I ran it for 98 yards, 99 yards.
That one didn't get called back though.
No, that one didn't get called back. That one was fun. Yeah.
For me, I agree with Avery. The Mannheim Township game, that it was just the best feeling winning in. Just we played an awesome game that game.
Celebrating.
Yeah, I like the way you classified. I can't remember if this was you, Avery, or Mason, but it felt like if you didn't win that game, everything you worked for didn't matter.
Yeah.
You were going to make the playoffs, so you knew you were in the playoffs, but you wanted that title. You wanted that undefeated run. And I agree. I think that was the best game you guys played all year last year, that game against Township. And you could tell that the intensity level was there. You rose to the occasion, and honestly, I'm not sure there's a better compliment you can pay to a group of players and coaches to say you met the challenge. You exceeded expectations. So yeah, Mannheim Township certainly stands out from 2024. All right. How about, do you guys have any pregame superstitions or routines before you get on the field under those Friday night lights?
For the years that we played football, we listened to the song before the game, Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill. It's a little corny, but that's just
overplayed.
It's overplayed, but we play it before every game, and we haven't had a losing season in a while, so I think it works. I don't know. I like the song.
I think with Doms, we pray before every game. Yeah, I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Praying.
Definitely gets us going for sure.
Yeah.
The speech after.
The Dom's speech is.
Dom's
Oh my
speech.
God.
is
We're banging the helmets on the lockers and the floors. Oh my God.
I think Dom's speech it gets us going. If we're not up and we're down, he definitely lifts our spirit up, and he's a big part of our energy.
If I could go one more, I'm also going to say when Dom's, for us specifically, because we're going to be seniors, so I think the last couple games, Dom starts to really get into it, talking about this could be our last game at halftime. When, let's say, if we're down the last game of the season, he'll start talking about it's the one half for the rest of your life. So I think when the second half of the season comes and Dom starts really telling us that it's almost over for some of us, then I don't know. I think that really picks it up a notch for all of us.
Yeah, he's a fantastic motivator. He's very good with words. What is it like to play for Coach Doms?
I really like it because he's just always there, and he's there watching you, lifting you up, giving you advice no matter what position you play. He just knows it all.
Yeah, he definitely has experience. He knows what he's doing. He's been here for a long time, and he definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why he's in the Coaches Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
So I think there's a reason for that. He's the best coach I've ever played for. It seems I'm an offensive tackle. He definitely helps me with the skill guys, but it seems anytime I make a mistake, he's in my ear and he's telling me exactly what I did wrong. And I think that's just his football IQ he's picked up over the 50 years of coaching.
It is 50 years. That's crazy.
So, I just think his football intelligence is just, it's out of this world. So, yeah, I love playing for him.
It's some type of coaching that you don't get everywhere. He's just very hard driven to us, making sure that we push ourselves, but he's also there if we need anything. He's just always there for us and just make sure that we're successful, not only in football but in life.
And also, I think if he wasn't as hard as he was on us, like our sophomore and junior years, and for you, your freshman year, I don't think we would be where we are right now. He pushes us to strive for greatness.
I think it's great playing for Coach Doms because he coached my dad, so it's kind of funny.
Familial connection, generations. Yeah, you mentioned it. It is his 50th season coaching at Wilson, which is it's hard to wrap your head around for someone to be here and coaching for that long. But it's pretty awesome. Doesn't happen a lot. All right. So think back now. Let's go back to probably more like when you were Van Reed, Lincoln Park days. If you remember coming to Gursky on Friday nights, what Wilson football players did you like watching when you were growing up? Now you get to be the role models, the ones that the little kids are looking up to. Who do you remember coming and watch on Friday nights?
Ooh, I can't really remember that far.
I would say, although my brother didn't play, I think he's a great inspiration. Just seeing him on the field on Friday nights, I think that was cool to see him. I remember yelling his name, and I was wondering why he wasn't looking at me. But, I mean, now it makes sense. Also, I forget his last name, but Caleb, he played quarterback.
Caleb Brown.
Oh, Caleb Brown?
Yeah. I think he went to Penn State and played special teams.
He did,
But
yes.
I remember my brother was friends with him. I remember, playing with him, and he could throw a football. Super athletic, and it was pretty cool to watch him.
For me, I'm going to say, I forget how old I was, but Iggy Reynoso.
Yeah.
I think he was probably the best football player I've seen at Wilson High School. I also it wasn't that long ago, but Jack Dendel, when I was freshman year, I was watching him when he was a junior, I think. He was a junior, I was a freshman, and I would go to the games, and I would just I would try to get my footwork right because it was he had offers. He was good. So every little thing that he did with his game, I tried to kind of mimic, and I think that helped me grow as a player.
At the games, I wouldn't say I watched the whole game because that's when we used to play before it got banned. That was a long time ago. They had to cut it off, too many injuries. I think I remember a number 10. I think it was Brad Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was I just remember him being I didn't know the positions as a quarterback, how it would run, how offense would go, but I remember him being very athletic. I think I seen him hurdle maybe once or twice.
Yes.
But as I got older, definitely Cam. But even though I got to experience it on and off the field, because just him being a role model to me is just something that I can't let go, and seeing that now he's at Holy Cross and just doing great things there. He's just being him and just doing what he needs to do so he gets the job done.
I'd say Cameron Jones and Jaden Jones, because I've known them since I was real little. I used to come to the games, just watch them, and they were just role models to me. Because I played like Cam, mentally I played like Cam, but physically I played like Jaden, so it was perfect match.
I would definitely say Tommy also. As a quarterback, it was definitely an honor to sit behind him, and even at practice, he was so fluent with his progressions and knowing each plays and knowing where to put Correll and knowing the blocking scheme and what defense they were in, and he was just great to sit behind.
Another one I can just build off of. So Logan Kurzwig, he was the center. I think he was probably the best lineman I've ever seen play. He was shorter. I think he was only 5'10", and I think he really used that to his advantage with his leverages. And now me being a little bit underweight, I think I can use some of his advice with being smaller. And I think it's just I'm going to try to mirror my game from him because of him being undersized myself. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of big names there. A lot of somewhat recent players, 29, 20, 2021, I believe all played in college or are playing in college right now. You mentioned Cam Jones at Holy Cross, defensive starter, team captain, preseason all-conference. His brother Jaden now on the Navy football team. Dendel playing at Kutztown. Tommy playing at Millersville. Logan up at Ithaca. So, yeah, obviously these guys, they left their mark on you, and it's definitely ones that you'd want to emulate in the future. All right, very last question for you to wrap up this first group of our senior player interviews. What is your message to the fans and the Wilson community as we get ready to start the 2025 season, your senior season? What can they expect from you and the team on Friday nights this fall?
I feel like it's going to be a good year, and we're just going to have some fun out there.
I think it's going to be a good year. I mean, off of what you said, we're going to have fun. I think we're going to we're definitely going to play our heart out. It's our last year. We're going to push these young guys to play as best as they can. And goal is 10-0, go to the playoffs, go to the States. That's the goal.
I think for us, I think for the fans, it's just expect nothing less than last year, if not more. And, with all of our returning seniors, I think we should expect nothing less than 10-0. And I'm excited for the season. They all should be too.
Definitely exciting games for sure. Not every game is going to be the same. The way it played out, I mean, some games it seems like we might not be doing the best, but it's different being on the field than in the stands. But definitely support us, and we'll be giving you what you guys want if we do what we need to do.
Get ready for one last long ride.
That's right. 10-0 sounds great, but more than 10 games is always the goal. As many games at Gursky as possible. You already got the bonus of an extra home game this year, but you got six guaranteed, and we can grab a few more.
Hey, we got 2 back-to-back, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, Jesse, Mason, Avery, Correll, Chase, thank you so much for joining me on the first section of senior player interviews for the Bulldog Hour. Stay tuned. Justin and I will be back shortly with a second group. So thanks for joining us. We'll be back again shortly.
6-7. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
6-7.
All right. So 5 senior players part of that group. I got 5 more coming up right now. We hear from this next group's defensive side of the ball. Most of these guys make their names defensively, so it'll be interesting to see what they told me a couple weeks ago. And after that, we'll wrap up the show. It's going to be about another half an hour. And then, again, I will be back on Tuesday and Thursday this week with interviews from the coaching staff. All right, head into our second senior player group interview right now. All right, here we are. Welcome back to the Bulldog Hour. This is our second set of senior player interviews. I've got 5 more Bulldogs, another handful I'll have to catch up with on a future date, but our second group now ready to go. So introduce yourself with your name, tell us your jersey number, and what offensive and defensive positions you'll play for the Bulldogs this season.
All right. Hey, my name is Jazie Hector. I'm number 53. I play defense.
My name is Ethan Harding. I'm number 4, and I play outside backer.
My name is Malachi Toles. I wear number 55, and I play defensive tackle and guard.
My name is Mel Gaston. My number is 25. I play defensive end.
Hi, my name is Aydin Kramer. I'm number 11. I play outside linebacker.
So we've got a big group of defensive specialists here. Not a lot of offensive time for any of you.
We showing you what the best side of the ball is.
The dark side.
It's the dark side over here.
This is the Coach Wolber's group, huh?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I already talked to Coach Wolber. I had him on the show Sunday night. We talked about the 2025 season. And it's safe to say all 5 of you came up in conversation because I know you all about to play a huge role for Wilson football here as seniors. What's it feel like to be here, your final season of Wilson football?
It's crazy. I never thought time would fly this fast at all.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to have one more ride with my guys. So just ready to have fun.
It's definitely a good feeling, coming back from a whole different school. It's a good community, so it's a good way to end off my high school career.
I feel like it's going to be great. A lot of energy is going to go into our team. I feel like we're going to be a real good team this year. I'm excited.
I don't think it feels real to any of us, but we're all ready though.
So Malachi, you've got an interesting point of view moving into the district last year. What was it like joining the Wilson team last offseason?
So joining the Wilson team last season, it was I say it was a pretty huge step up. Definitely going from District 3 to 6A football was pretty different, pretty large jump. Definitely a lot of different size compared to what I was used to. But I caught up along the way. It's really more fast paced, which I liked a lot. But I liked my community, the coaches. I liked everybody supporting. I feel like I've gotten really close with my teammates and my coaches throughout the past year that I've been here now. So I'm looking forward to the upcoming season.
Excellent, excellent. So 2024, your junior year, guys, pretty electric season. I know entering the year, not a lot of expectations, that people didn't think you were going to win the section. It proved everyone wrong. Came out on top, undefeated through the league. Talked a lot about that with the first group of seniors. What are your takeaways from last season? What do you look back on from 2024? Maybe something you want to roll over into 2025, something you want to improve on. What are your thoughts about last year?
I don't even know. Last year was actually like, I could say a movie. Like you said, everybody like pretty doubted us in the long run. Even our own school basically doubted us, and then we showed everybody what it was. And then I don't know.
Last year, I feel like we had a blast as a team. Everyone was like conjoined together, and that senior group, that was probably one of my favorite years of high school football. And the fact that we went that far and everyone didn't think that we would go that far, I just had a lot of fun.
I feel like last year that was a really good season for us. Me coming into this program, it was really interesting. I knew coming in that this was a very successful program with the winning history. And hearing like the doubts and stuff when I came in for summer practice, it was really unique to me. But to see like how we succeeded and how far we really went, and the seniors and everyone, I really liked that season a lot. And I feel like we could definitely bring also into this upcoming season that physicalness and improve on it more this year, definitely heavily with that.
I mean, me personally, I enjoyed them. Everybody saying that we weren't going to be great because in the summer we were all busting our butts. We were all working hard. Nobody saw what we were doing, but we were putting that work in, and we really came to play, and we really did. We turned a lot of heads. Like, we made a difference, and we are going to this year. We hear a lot of talk, but we're not worried about that because we work hard all summer long, more than any other school. We just work all year round.
Yeah, and I think with all the success from last year, we got a lot of good team chemistry coming back for this year.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely the D-line. Defense is going to tear everything up. Like, our offense is cool, but our defense, that's where we got to see it at.
So Wilson has a really strong tradition of having one-year starters, seniors that step up. Maybe they didn't get enough time as an underclassman, but once they become a senior, all of a sudden they burst onto the scene. Who is someone from your class, the graduating class of 2026, that you think could be poised for a breakout season as a senior this year?
As a senior, breakout season? I don't even know. I feel like we have everybody is going to have this breakout season. Like, I can't pick one or the other. I feel like I can just pick the whole crew, because a lot of us, some of us didn't have that opportunity as the underclassmen. So I feel like everybody's going to have that opportunity, no matter if special teams kick off. We're just going to have that season, I feel like.
I feel like that Aydin's going to have a big role. He's going to step up. Same with Jazie. Jazie's going to have a big role. He's getting a lot of reps in. So, like, all the seniors that are getting the reps and getting subbed in and out, that they have that dog in them. That's why they're going to be going in and out. And, like, they can step up and still compete with us.
I feel like a senior that's upcoming right now that's going to have a huge role this year that's not really, like, talked about recently would be Aydin Kramer. Plays center. He's not here currently right now, but he'll be a strong force definitely for us.
Me personally, I have my eyes on this guy right next to me right here. I think we're going to be nasty on the D-line. That's great. I couldn't wait to have my friends all with me. Well, this guy's in the same grade with me on the D-line. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think with me and Ethan dealing with injuries last year, this year will be good for us to kind of show out. And then, like, also Jazie and Malachi are going to have some pretty big roles to fill. I mean, we don't really got a lot of D-line coming back, and they've been looking good.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely could say y'all two. Y'all two definitely had the biggest injuries out of anywhere. You had to deal with your leg. He had to deal with his shoulder. So, like, it holding us back a little bit last year, but I feel like everybody's coming back 100%, and we're just going to knock everybody's head off.
Yeah, well, I hope everyone has a speedy recovery. I know there's a few guys maybe dinged up right now. guys coming back from injury. Hopefully that can stay far away from the team this year. We can see everyone's full potential. Definitely look forward to that. Individually speaking, do any of you have aspirations to play college football or a sport in college? If so, how are visits going? How's recruiting going? Just kind of clue us in. Is this something you'd like to pursue in the future?
Probably. I don't know. I feel like right now I'm focused on what I have in front of me right now, and then I want to kind of see what it leads up to and all that.
Yeah, I'm checking out if any opportunities come, talking to coaches, sending emails, and just staying in contact.
Same, just like what Ethan stated, just checking out opportunities, getting in contact with coaches, going to camps, visiting colleges, looking for the opportunity to play.
Man, I wish I'm hoping I'd be blessed to play in college. It's a dream. Of course, I want to go on and keep playing. Recruiting's going good. I have some coaches email, talking on Twitter, and it's nice. It's going good. I like it.
Yeah, same with me. Few coaches talking, keeping my options open.
All right, if you all have, keep your options open, the opportunity comes up. Do you have any schools that you're super interested in? And do you have a career path in the future? What degree would you like to focus on? Or do you think you're going to enter into the workforce or go with a trade? Just what's your future altogether, maybe off the field?
Off the field? I don't know. Definitely want to go to ESU. I don't know.
East Stroudsburg?
East Stroudsburg.
Okay.
There are dogs over there, but I want to see you in plumbing for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get into business or somewhere in the sales, just so I can learn about how money flows and generates.
All right.
For me, I would like to go into accounting. I feel like that's something I really find enjoyable for me.
Yeah, me personally, I like to do own my own business. I did. Me and my dad, we did have our own business. We were called The Flash. We did painting for houses and stuff. Yeah, it was nice. But I really like a good grass. I like landscaping. I like the grass being nice. Have the front yard looking nice and neat.
There you go.
Yeah, I visited Hamilton College, and I'm still trying to see, but definitely business for sure.
Okay. All right. How about before we dive into talking about the team for this year, just fill us in a little bit on your personal or individual goals. We talked about in the past statistics-wise. I know we're focused here mostly on the defensive side of the ball. If there's something, a tackle metric you want to get to. Interceptions, touchdowns, whatever. Just anything that stands out to you you'd like to accomplish individually.
I don't really have any that comes to mind.
To accomplish for me is probably just staying healthy and working with the younger kids just to help them out, the younger kids that are stepping up.
Accomplishment I'm looking forward to hopefully this year is staying healthy and keeping my motor always constantly going no matter how tired I am or what the score looks like.
Me personally, man, I'm trying to have a dog season. I'm trying to go out there and kill and get everything I can. I'm trying to get all my numbers up. I really love playing football. It gives me a good thrive, and I really just love playing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay healthy and just do the best I can.
That's the biggest thing. We got to stay healthy out here.
Stay healthy. Yep. Yeah, 100%. All right, who are the leaders of this team? Generally it defaults back to the senior group, but it doesn't have to be a senior. If there's a junior that's stepping up and leading, that's cool. You can drop their name. But who do you see as the ones leading the way for this fall 2025 Wilson football team?
Leaders, I feel like you feel me right here. We do our own thing. We help everybody out no matter what. A leader that's the junior. I feel like a lot of kids look up to Mike for sure. That he can definitely take the role when we leave to be that leader and show everybody the way.
I think our senior class as all in one. We're just we all control each other and all are each other's leaders, and we help with each other. And whenever we need that motivation, we can always help each other get that motivation and always set the mood for the team, knowing what to bring and what not to bring.
I feel like for our senior class, we're all each other's keepers. So, we're all going to be leaders this year. I feel we got that chemistry all. I feel that it's going to help us really well this season.
Yeah, we all are leaders. We all push each other to our limits, even beyond our limits. We all do a great job of taking care of each other. No one gets left behind with us. We all work together, we're in this together, and yeah, we're gonna finish together.
Yeah, I think the senior class as a whole does a really good job at, leading the team. And I wouldn't really say that there's a set leader. It's more of just all of us kind of keeping each other accountable.
All right, so in 2025, we've got the same regular season schedule. We're just flip-flopping home and away. But that means you guys get 6 home games. You get to play at Gursky 1 extra time, at least guaranteed. Obviously, we'd like to see 2 or 3 more once the playoffs come around. But looking at that slate of 10 regular season games, is there one that stands out as your most anticipated that you're ready to welcome to Gursky or travel to play this year?
To welcome to Gursky, I feel like week 1. Definitely, I'm ready for week 1.
Cheltenham?
Yes, sir. And that's my mom's birthday, so I gotta.
You ready to show out?
I gotta show out for her for sure.
Yeah, I'm ready for Cheltenham. I'm not really looking ahead of the schedule. I'm just ready for whoever is ahead of us first. So Cheltenham.
I'm ready for Cheltenham, especially Mifflin. Those two definitely, especially Mifflin.
Oh yeah.
So Malachi, you understand the Mifflin rivalry there. It didn't take long for you to grab on and grasp that of how much the Bulldogs, Mustangs like to go at it, huh?
Yes, sir.
When he came
I love that. We love rivalries. It's fun, but at the end of the day, we're here to prove a point. We know what we got to do. We got to handle business.
Play them at home.
Last year.
Hang on to that beautiful Gursky Lynn trophy, right?
Definitely.
That rectangular, that cube. All right,
that's ours.
I mean, it stays home always.
Right, you guys want to? You want to be at the end of the day. You want to be holding that after that.
Of course,
game.
we got to bring it back home. We got to hold it last year too. We got to hold it last year. We're gonna keep on.
Well, you guys got on top every year. This year, you'll have one every year you played them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's eternal bragging rights.
Of course, even young boy days, we can hold on to that
forever and ever. Hey, the year and the score gets engraved on the trophy. It's for everyone to see.
Nice.
It's like, dang.
Me personally, I have 3 games I'm really looking for, but the first game, I'm really excited to play the first game because, we're here at Gursky, and I feel like it's going to be, a really great time. But a team that I really can't play is Nazareth because, our game last year, I don't really know what's going on with that one, but hey, we're gonna come back and we're gonna really bring it to them. But of course, I can't wait to play Mifflin. I really do not like Mifflin. Kids are really annoying. But yeah, they always talk, but we're always gonna come back and bust them in their mouth. So it's great for us.
Yeah, I feel like we're all ready for week 1. Cheltenham's a big game, and Mifflin, Mifflin, we always got that rivalry, and then Nazareth held us from our undefeated season, so got some stuff to finish up.
Yeah, very similar to the first group of seniors that I talked to. Those were the 3 that came up. Cheltenham, obviously, because you're buying into, and rightfully so, the coach speak 1 week at a time, right? You can only worry about that first game. You got to take care of business there before anything else on the schedule matters. Nazareth, though, pops up because, yeah, like you said, the only one that prevented you from going 10-0. There's only been, I think, a dozen, maybe a couple more, maybe 14 in the history of Wilson football teams to go through the regular season undefeated. And you were, a minute shy, 4 points away, 1 touchdown at the end of the game from pulling that off last season. And then Mifflin, rivalry game, it's at the top of everyone's list every single year. I actually have a note on here to say, if it's Mifflin, who else could you talk about? Because it's always Mifflin. But Cheltenham, Nazareth, those 2 popped up a bunch with the first group as well. All right, in the end, what are your team goals for 2025? I know you mentioned it already a little bit. You were undefeated, right? Section championship. Is there anything else you talk about as a group that you'd like to achieve this year?
I said team goals is when it's time for us to leave and whatever we pass down to the lower classmen, they can keep on passing it down to the younger generation.
The legacy.
Yes, basically.
I would like to just have this go farther than the same season as last year, go further than that, and just live on the tradition. Same thing that we do.
I'd like to see us go farther, just like Ethan said, and this year less penalties, being more strict with it,
more disciplined.
More disciplined, yeah, definitely heavily on the discipline, and just proving that we can actually play without all of those penalties.
Yeah, give our guy Doms another winning season. Get him happy. We all go.
Season coaching.
So he can go take us out, go eat.
Yeah, I'd like to see us go 10-0. To be honest, I think we could do it.
We talked a bit about your seniors, your teammates, the part of your graduating class, but obviously we know there are going to be some underclassmen that play some key roles on the team this year. Tell me a little bit about the 10th and 11th graders that might explode on Friday nights this fall.
Oh, man.
Dang, I think I should go first.
Nah, I got him. My guy, Kevin McFarley, right? That's how you say his last name?
You don't even know how to say his name.
My guy, Kevin. He's a dog. I definitely say he's a dog.
I'm trying to take my guy, man.
Kevin McFarland, defensive tackle, offensive line, what?
Defensive tackle. He's definitely improving day by day, and I watch him all the time. I give him little hints yo, you gotta just fix that, and you're right there for the quarterback, no matter what, quarterback or running back, you're there.
I'd like to shout out my guy Damian Greer. That's my young bull, and Braden Farrell too. As he's working with the outside backer.
A couple sophomores there.
Yeah, he's playing nice. And then also Joel Moore. He's also stepped up as a linebacker. So I'm really excited to see him. Also, Matt Wyatt. Matt Wyatt, he doesn't get the attention really, but he's really good.
All right.
Yeah, similar to what Ethan said. Definitely Matt Wyatt, Damian Greer, Joel Moore, definitely. I believe he'll show out this year. Preston Simmons, and David Wise, the tackle. Even though he's hurt currently, he's going to be a dog this year for sure.
Okay.
He's going to keep our QB real nice and safe, that's for sure.
That guy Farrell, man. Yo, listen, he had a real transformation. He's looking nice.
Hard hitter.
He's looking nice, and my guy Preston. My man Preston, he's going to be soon bull rushing everyone and not going to know what to do about it. It's going to suck being against him all night long. Let's see. What's one guy? Oh, I can't wait to see my little guy Johnny Challenger come up and play. Can't wait to see him. My little bro, it's my little guy. I can't wait to see him play.
Yeah. I mean, we got Mike, we got Preston, David Wise. David Wise is looking good. Joel Moore's stepping up on defense. Got some pretty good guys coming up.
Bro, y'all forgot one person, bro. EJ Boundback.
Oh, of course. EJ. Come on now. EJ.
And Monty.
Easy there, killer.
What? Come on now. EJ,
They've been doing this with us last year. So.
Yeah, I think the people know about EJ and Monty. I think they know what to expect
they know
from them.
the faces right there, but those two, man.
I said upcoming, bro. They've been playing with us.
They're still upcoming no matter what.
Yeah, but they're underclassmen, and they played great last year. So having them back this year is awesome. And hearing you mention a bunch of names to maybe show up on Friday nights is good. So far, what's your favorite Wilson football memory? It doesn't have to be high school. If you want to go back to your LP Van Reed middle school day, what stands out to you? What do you remember the most about your time with Wilson football?
Man, I don't know.
I'll probably say sophomore year conditioning. That was pretty brutal. Like that, it brings back memories because all of us we were putting in the work together, and that was probably one of the
hardest years.
Hardest years.
Welcome to Wilson football moment.
Yeah.
That was
and that was my first time seeing what 3 days is like.
God for
it was just a nice season.
Like he said, our sophomore year. I feel like we just got like a different eye view or opening to football here. So it was just like, man, like it was just a lot of mental battles, like a lot of mental battles. So it was just like sophomore year can go down into one of the books for sure.
I feel for like just like me being here like up until like recently, I feel like for me it was last year's regular season game against Mannheim. I feel like that was a really important part of history, at least in like my life for me, because like I feel like everybody really worked together. It really showed you like that class of 2025, like how we really balled and played. I feel like we played a perfect game that game. I feel like everybody was straight at their history for real. I said their class 2025.
That was a nasty game. I cannot lie. Mannheim, that was a nasty game.
That was a popular choice from the first group. I think at least 4 of the 5 picked that out. The Mannheim Township game last year, and then they mentioned it, and I agreed. I thought it was the best game you all played last year. From top to bottom, you could tell you were motivated. You could tell the intensity level was there. It was a physical game, and it was a dominating game. It was at time the score felt closer than it really was, and then they got a little bit of an exclamation point there at the end and come out on top, win the league. Can't ask for much more. So that was a popular one.
My guy over here,
he
was snapping over there. He
played with a broken nose.
He came with the whole mask, and nobody knew about it. That was his game.
Did get what? How far did I run to stop that guy? What's that guy named? Clancy? That's his name.
You had to run like 4 yards, I think.
Yeah, like something like that. Hawked him down. Yeah,
nice. Need to get you the oxygen?
No, I didn't need oxygen.
Yeah, he needed that. He couldn't even breathe after that.
I couldn't breathe, but I didn't need the oxygen. Nose is broken. That's probably one of the good times. It was probably a great time. I did have fun after the game. A lot of people wanted to make TikToks with me, if you know who. Tight. But that was really great. I really loved that. It was a real great time with my team, especially the seniors, because they were so happy to be, champs. That's because everyone was saying that they were downing them, and that's something they really wanted. And I'm glad we could just do that for them.
Yeah, like everybody, I can't even say it was just a one-man job. Like even the sideline was happy. Like everybody, like we came. Even the people that didn't play, we came with the edge. It was like, hey, if we got going, we got going. So it was definitely a memorable time for those seniors, and that's what we got to keep on going with it.
Aydin, you have a moment with Wilson football so far that stands out?
Yeah, that township game was probably my favorite time with Wilson. I mean, just the amount of accomplishment over that night and just how much doubt that we had against us, it just brought us all together, and that night was just special.
We talked briefly about it, mentioned him in passing here, but this is Coach Dom's 50th season with Wilson football. What's it like to play for Coach Dom's?
Fundies!
He's a legend. I can definitely say that. That's he's definitely a legend, and I hope he keeps on going with it.
He has a lot of aura. He aura farms.
He has a lot of
crazy. Yeah, it's real.
His aura is definitely real for sure. He's been here for a good minute. I've been here definitely for a while. He's definitely a one-of-a-kind coach for sure.
Yo, believe it or not, this guy controls the weather, man. That's crazy.
Legend lives on.
Yo, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's really outrageous, but hey, it's a great. A lot of people think he's a little grumpy and stuff, but he's really a nice guy. You get him laughing. I go up sometimes, poke his belly, get him to laugh, try to get him to laugh.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, he's really smart. I mean, anything with football, I feel like he always knows, man.
And always got some jokes
Football
up his sleeve.
Oh yeah, good storyteller too.
Oh yeah, great storyteller.
Some good stories.
He's been around for thousands of years.
He's seen it all, right?
He's definitely the one coach. Like he just comes around, just messes with people quick.
And he knows a guy. He always knows a guy.
He knows somebody. Like you cannot go down the street and
unlimited connections, right?
Like Dom's is still coaching.
Yeah, of course. All right. How about you guys, or it could be a unit or a team too. You have pregame superstitions, routines, things you like to do before games on Fridays?
Music.
Definitely. Specific artists to style?
Like, we listen to like Chucky, Lil Baby,
Definitely Young Boy.
That's like a common. That's a
that
common.
Young Boy, the whole
But like we like getting everybody hype. You know, we like bringing that energy and intensity. We don't want to be sleep. We're not playing no slow music.
Hopefully we could get the music on the field better.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on out there.
I think you got to take that up with some admin.
We're a clean version.
You can't even hold. It's some legendary songs up in there though from the weight room from West.
From West.
There's definitely some legendary songs up in there.
I think
got better music.
I think the CD that's played now, I think, was cultivated by Coach Bender a few years ago. Yeah. So if you want to update that, you're gonna have to run that up the chain.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had my guy Sal go up there. He had to go change some music. Sal had to change some music before playoffs started.
Yeah, I do like in the beginning, before we start pregame. Favorite thing to do is split the double team. It gets me going, hype, we all colliding, smacking each other right before we're about to go play a game, and then now you can take out whatever you had from your friend hitting you to go put it on someone that wearing a different jersey, and you do it all night long. It's fun. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, just getting the intensity up, the hype up. I mean, me and Jazie be hitting our heads together before every game. That's a tradition we've had since middle school.
Yes, sir. Did you say your thing?
Yeah, just rap music.
Handshakes.
Listen, I don't know. Usually I just close my eyes and then I look at my phone. I get like some texts by my mom, my sister, my grandma.
Yeah,
like,
communication with friends and family. Yeah,
that's how it goes the whole time. I don't think it's gonna stop. You know.
So now think back to some people were talking about even when they were freshmen, but think back a few years ago, coming to games on Friday. Malachi, think back to your time before Wilson. High school football players that you remember coming and watching yourself. Who from Wilson's not too distant past do you remember coming and watching?
You ready for this? Go ahead, go.
You want to go first?
No, go ahead, go.
Yeah, freshman year, coming here, just sitting up top, watching. I watched Logan a lot. I watched definitely Logan. He was a dog, no matter what. He was a dog.
I seen a lot of Iggy Reynoso when I was younger.
Yep.
Brian Wright. Brady Gibble too. And Avanti, like they're just dogs. And I also seen I think Mason Leonard.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys. I remember I was watching them as a kid. They're really good.
For me, like coming up from like Hershey, I grew up around like seeing like players like Michael Bleedy, Tyler Quinter. I was a freshman when I came in, and he took me under his wing. He showed me a lot actually. Mo Karoma. These are mainly like skill position players, but Michael Bleedy, he plays a tight end and outside linebacker. But those, especially Michael Bleedy, he taught me a lot. He helped me a lot. But recently wise, definitely Derek, heavily Derek, Junior Couture, Larry as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy Larry.
And Z definitely. But yeah.
Wait, what did you ask again?
You said like
the Wilson play. You remember watching growing up?
Well, I'm blessed. Actually, you know, my dad coached a lot of the guys that were graduated the last 2 to 3 years. You know, I know a lot of guys like Cam Jones. You know, he's always telling me to keep my head straight. You know, checking up on me, make sure I'm doing the right thing. You know, Logan, he was a good guy. My dad coached him. You know, a lot of people. But you know, my favorite of them all. Sadly, he's gone. My guy Derek, man. I love Derek to death, man. It's like my guy. I love him so much, and his mom and his dad. Really great people. And always keep me right. They always get me right with some food and stuff. They always got some good snacks in the closet.
Yeah, when I was younger, I mean, Iggy was crazy, man. He was great to watch. And then, like, recently, more like Cam Jones. Cam Jones is a dog, man.
All right. Last couple questions here. Obviously we love high school football, but a lot of people watch college and pro as well. Do you guys have a favorite NFL or college team or a favorite NFL college player that you like to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who we turning on
course,
Saturdays and Sundays?
You turn on Ohio State, man. We're not turning on Georgia.
We're not listening to you,
Yeah,
bro.
we're turning
Georgia,
on Ohio State.
Bulldogs for life. You know, Georgia's the dogs, and like their defense is crazy at all.
Hold on, this is kind of disrespectful. I left someone out.
Who?
Dendy, my bad.
Dendy,
I left Dendy out.
Yo, that was my guy.
That's the Undertaker. That's the Undertaker. He might put someone under. He gets you in his hands. You're not going nowhere. He's taking you on a ride.
Yo, I can't. Yeah, Dendy, especially when his hand was gone. Ooh, man, those
Jay-Z got a good slap.
Yeah, me and him had a tussle a couple times. He definitely called those not holes, but they was definitely holes by that one hand.
It's only a hold if it gets called, Jay-Z.
It was definitely a hole. It was a hole no matter what. Refs didn't see it though. What was the question?
Yeah,
Georgia. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Georgia for life.
No.
Georgia for life. You know.
Georgia and Ohio State. There's got to be some others out there.
I'm about to say Penn State.
Go LSU and go Eagles.
Yeah, go Eagles, go Birds. My guys, we're not talking about the championship we won last year. We're moving on. We're gonna get a new one.
Cowboys gonna get
it. Oh, Cowgirls.
Cowboys gonna get it.
Cowboys is not going nowhere.
It's interesting. Every time I ask this question, it's always multiple different teams brought up. It's never just the Eagles, which kind of would expect.
The Eagles suck, but we just want to
We just want to see Super Bowl, right? What? We're gonna get it next year.
There's always a Cowboys fan too. It's
Cowgirl
wild.
fans.
Oh my God! Did you get Jesse too?
Yeah.
I didn't ask that question.
Jesse.
You lucky you didn't ask that. Jesse will be pouting over there.
Is he a Cowboys fan?
Die hard.
Is he? Okay. All right.
I start with like players wise.
Yeah.
He just got drafted. Definitely Mason Graham. That's a big person for me. Yeah.
Are you a Michigan guy?
No, but I just like his play style.
You like his play style.
I want to incorporate that this year definitely. Mason Graham. Penn State, Michigan, but like I'm leaning towards Michigan more. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry,
that's not the right answer.
Hey, good. That.
Hey, man,
you hanging around Coach Henny too much.
I gotta give it to Michigan. Cool.
Also, like the OG Aaron Donald, of course.
Yeah, that guy is swole, legend.
Yeah,
that guy is
you're a defensive lineman. You probably have to look up to him.
Yes,
to ever do it.
Love watching Myles Garrett. Aaron. I love watching Josh Sweat. Man, he was nice. I really felt like he had a good year. He was really dogging out there. Yeah, those are three guys I really like to watch.
All right. Well, then, last question here, guys, to wrap up. Just what is your message, personal message, team message to the fans and the Wilson community about your team this year and what they can expect from you on Fridays?
Hey,
you're ready. We coming though, but y'all keep those doubts up. We gonna show you otherwise though.
Keep supporting these Bulldogs, and we gonna keep bringing wins to you guys.
You remember everything from last year.
Everything. It's gonna be a movie this year. Like I said, it's gonna be a movie all the time. It don't matter who we step on the field with. Bigger or stronger, smaller or weaker, don't matter. We're going to go back to where we need to be at.
Well, big goals, lofty expectations. Wouldn't expect anything less from a Wilson football team. Tradition of success, decades worth now. I believe this year could be, we all want it to be, the 50th straight winning season and 62nd straight non-losing season. You get to 6 wins and you're guaranteed to have both of those. And hopefully that's in week 6. Which would be Mifflin. Start 6-0.
Nice.
You guarantee
a nice easy
all
dub.
those streaks. Coach Dom's is only 4 wins away from 200 as head coach.
Hey.
So a lot of things to
that.
celebrate, a lot of goals to achieve. Like I said, lofty expectations following you around, but I no doubt that you guys are going to live up to it. So just ball out. Coach Rapoff and I will be around, and hopefully we're going to interview you all after a bunch of victories this fall. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, we look forward to talking to you here in a few weeks. We're about 3 weeks from kickoff against Cheltenham.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having
me. Guys.
Thank you. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right. So there you have it. Got to sit down and talk with 10 senior players. Like I said, I had a bunch more that I wanted to track down that weren't able to make it work a couple weeks ago. but there's plenty of time to talk to them, and we will definitely do that. Justin Raffoff and I will be back again in 1 week for a full live show with Paul Roberts from SV Sports to preview the entire season, recap the scrimmage. But do remember that in between now and next Sunday, there will be 2 more recorded shows with interviews from the coaching staff. Tuesday, August 12th, 8 o'clock will be the interviews with the offensive and defensive assistant coaches. And then Thursday, August 14th at 8 p.m., I will air my interview with head coach Doug Dom. So one last time, I do want to thank our sponsors supporting us here for Season 11, May's Sandwich Shop, Gardner's Mattress and More, S&S Mechanical, Realtor Eric Weiser from Berkshire Hathaway Home Sale Realty, and our 2 anonymous donors. If anyone else would like to join the party and support us here at the Bulldog Hour for our 10th anniversary, please reach out to me, and we will get you set up for that. Other than that, I think that's it for episode 3 of the 2025 version of the Bulldog Hour here in Season 11. Again, we'll be back again real soon, Tuesday, Thursday, and a week from now. Lots going on in advance of the 2025 Wilson football season. But that's it. Thanks for joining me, and we'll be back again real soon.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Bulldog Hour. Want more Wilson football? Follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and SoundCloud. Or visit www.bulldoghour.com. The Bulldog Hour is a featured program on jmnjrradio.com.